So the topic for the moment, brain fart, is about galactic civilization, UFOs, and all that. So what happens to science when we finally make contact, and if there is a galactic civilization, we join it because they let us in? You know, then any child born will have the same abilities as any other child born in a galactic civilization. So, you know, suddenly, new science? Why? You know? I mean, there'd be catch up. I mean, I guess there's always new science, but a generation of scientists would have to catch up with what everybody else knows. And chances are there's not a lot of hypothesis testing still required, or engineering development. You know, there's such a thing as enough. So it's like, you know, getting an engineering degree now, I mean, you got to be able to get to what you need to do. And, you know, hopefully there may be life extension things. I'm sure there probably will be, because, you know, to learn everything in a galactic civilization will take some time. If you're a scientist, not so much if you're, you know, a social scientist like me. You just, you know, you can confine yourself to human information, you know, unless you anthropomorphize the galaxy and say, oh yeah, that's the same pattern of patterns, and, you know, and the same kind of, you know, there's groups, there's individuals, there's thinking, there's feeling. Is that universal? I don't know. For humans, it is. Other species? Probably. I mean, social relations are social relations. And you know, if you die, the tool that I use is, you know, would be pretty interchangeable if there's a society. You know, an individuality. You know, and maybe not. You know, maybe our individuality is characterized by original sin, and if we were to get out of that, you know, a lot of the stuff we do, you know, a lot of what Spinoza said, if we follow it, you know, life is chill. So, you know, I don't, you know, until we follow something Spinozist, I don't think they're going to let us into the society, the galactic world, if there is such a thing. Some people say there is, some people say there isn't. You know, people who do near-death experiences have asked and found out, yeah, there's a whole bunch of civilizations out there, and we're in the zoo. So, you know, but there's also people who channel and say that, and I don't really trust channeling. And I do trust when people come back and say, oh yeah, this is kind of a thing. So, don't know. We might know in this lifetime, we might not. Or in the near future. It depends on how we develop socially. Because, you know, you can be taught science, you know, no matter what species you are. You don't have to get to a certain level. As you get to a certain level, it's all been discovered. Humanity, though, learning how to behave ourselves, you know, that's where the action is. So, and that's where I do my work. So, you know, we will see what happens with that. So, but that's my thought for the day, because I don't feel like posting the rest of the day unless some atrocities happen with the Trump administration, but I hope they take the weekend off. Till then.